Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Hebert, Laura Hebert. I'm the new superintendent of schools this year, and I'm excited to be sharing in my first awards ceremony for the seniors of my tenure as superintendent. I see a few of my seniors out there that I've had a lot of interactions with this year, and I'm excited that they're here for not only athletics last night, but academics tonight. So welcome to the Senior Recognition and Scholarship Awards. We appreciate you sharing in the joy of this occasion with your students. And I'd also like to welcome all the honored guests that are here tonight who are going to be doing some of the presentations. And last, but certainly not least, welcome to all the families. Thank you for your support and guidance and love through these last 12, 13 years. Your hard work is paid off. Pretty soon you're going to be either a complete empty nester, a semi-empty nester, a wannabe empty nester, because they're going to be in your basement, but pretty soon it's going to happen. So I do have a few housekeeping items. If you could take a minute to put your cell phones on silence or turn them off so that they're not, disturbing during the award ceremony. And presenters, I'm going to ask you to follow the program and go to the table on the stage when the presenter prior to you has arrived at the podium. So that presenter will go to the podium, you'll come to the table. Following your presentation, you will announce the next presenter, and that's how we will keep it rolling tonight. At this time, I would like to welcome the class officers to the stage. Where are my class officers? Come on down. We'll welcome the class officers to the stage who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please stand. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now Mrs. Coleman is going to present the officers. Is that what we hear?
Good evening. I have the pleasure of recognizing our amazing senior class officers this evening. We'd like to recognize them because they've been quite busy this year, from the first task of choosing your graduation announcements to the final project, the senior slideshow. This year's officers have been a pleasure to work with, which makes the year go so smoothly. First of all, we'd like to congratulate our President, Julia Fedor.
And she has your certificate.
Our Vice President this year is Brianna Borden. Our Secretary this year is Raina Susak. And our treasurer is Hannah Fletcher. Congratulations. They are receiving their regalia, which they will wear at graduation. At this time, would the top 10 students of the class please join me on stage? I'm counting 7. 7 of the 10. Okay. Our top 10 students will be receiving gray cords. So when you see them at graduation, they'll be wearing those cords to denote all the hard work that they have done to receive this amazing accomplishment. And then, of course, our valedictorian and our salutatorian will be wearing the stoles. Number 10 this year is Julia Fedor. Congratulations, Julia. We'll hold our applause till we have all 10. Number 9 is Tiara Larkin. Number 8 is William Rambler. Number 7 is Matthew Castiglione. Number 6 is Summer Steer. Number 5, we have Morgan Scala. Number 4, we have Christian Neff. Number 3, James Markijohn. Our salutatorian this year is Zachary Myers. And our valedictorian this year is Aiden Falkenberg. Both Zachary and Aiden are busy preparing speeches for graduation, which will take place next week. We look forward to that. Thank you, Top 10. You can take your seats. You're welcome. So now we get to the good part. The good part is where we start giving out the money. It's scholarship time. Our elite scholar athlete is our first, don't go too far, Zach Myers. Our elite scholar athlete is an amazing accomplishment. And by that I mean it is given out to very few individuals. Not even every school in Portage County will accomplish having 1 or 2 elite scholar athletes. Zach Myers is our scholar athlete this year. That means he has lettered 10 times, as well as keeping a GPA of a 3.4 or higher. He has done that over the last 4 years, and we are so proud that we have an elite scholar athlete this year, and that goes to Zachary Myers. Congratulations. We're so proud to have one of our elite scholar athletes coming from Ravenna. At this time, I would love to welcome to the stage Mr. Bob Bauer, who will present the Brad Bauer Memorial Scholarship.
Good evening. I am Brad's father, and I am honored to be here to give this scholarship award that we've been doing for the past 20 years to a meritorious student who filled out the application, and we looked at the applications as a family, and we voted on them, and we go over them, and we talk to people to make sure that we have a solid candidate, and very difficult decision this year. Before I get to the award winner here, I'm going to indulge me for a minute. Let me talk to you about the people who organize this and the people who keep this scholarship going, because it is, again, we're in our 21st year, I believe, of awarding a scholarship or scholarships to athletes from Ravenna. Let me talk about Brad for a minute, so just indulge me for a few minutes. Brad transferred here from that school down south that begins with an R when he was a junior. He wanted a more competitive program. His goal was to either play football or wrestle at a Division I school, and he felt he would, at that time, be better noticed up here at Ravenna because of the strong football program and the strong wrestling program. Little did we know what the school would have in mind for him. He was very fortunate when he decided to come here. Excuse me. he found a home. And we were very, very proud of what he learned and the people he was associated with up here in Ravenna. He was truly a raven. For the 2 years he was up here, the coaches and the teachers and the administrators that he became acquainted with were outstanding and helped shape what became, we believe, was an outstanding young man. Brad did get a scholarship to wrestle. He went to Ohio University, and he was a redshirt freshman, wrestled his second year there as a freshman athlete, and he was so well prepared to deal with what went on at a Division I level college wrestling program and academics as well. That out of the 16 or 17 freshmen that started wrestling, when he was in his second year, there were only 3 left. Brad was one of 2 starters. And if you know anything about wrestling, he was, in high school here, he wrestled 189 pounds at that time. When he got to college, he was going to be a 197-pounder. They already had one, and the coach wanted Brad to wrestle heavyweight. The poor boy never weighed more than 206 pounds with his clothes on. He wrestled heavyweight and won second place at the MAC championships, which helped propel OU to the last MAC championship in 2001. So that we kind of hang on to a little bit. What he learned here and the people he ran into or acquainted with were outstanding. And we are so thankful that he made such a wise decision to come up here, because he was truly blessed with Coach Lenardi, who was his defensive coordinator in football, and all the staff that was involved. And the many fine people like Ron and Patty Daniels who helped organize the scholarship a few months after Brad's accident, when he was home on vacation from OU. We started this scholarship with the idea that we would help propel a student in the post-secondary, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a 4-year or a 2-year institution, anything post-secondary. So my thanks go out to Coach Lenardi for keeping this dream alive that we've had and keeping his memory alive here in Ravenna. I'd like to thank the administration for continuing to do this and allow us to give the scholarship, and mostly all the benefactors, the sponsors who continue to contribute every year to make the scholarship award possible. So we're really happy to be able to do that. As part of the scholarship, if you haven't already seen it, we engrave the recipient's name on a plaque that is by the gym. And you can look at all the names of the students that have received the award the past 20 years. And there are some outstanding, outstanding people on there. So we're very proud to be associated with that. Having said all that, and you've been very patient listening to me talk about Brad and Ravenna, we are proud to award this year's scholarship to Christian Neff.
to bring this down to my level. Good evening. I'm Amy Adams, and I am here to represent the Portage Foundation Board of Directors and have the honor of presenting the Douglas Cowell Memorial Scholarship. Doug Cowell was a lifelong resident of Ravenna, graduate of Ravenna High School in 1962, a member of the track, football, and wrestling teams. After high school, he attended the Allied Technical Institute of Chicago, pursuing a career as a draftsman. He then joined the Ravenna Police Department in 1965 and was the first African-American police officer on the force. He implemented a number of forward-reaching children's community intervention programs, including a detective bureau that worked closely with the schools, a block watch program, a drug task force, and a crime prevention program. He also deserves recognition for his work dealing with investigations into child abuse, working with the Retired Senior Citizens Volunteer Program, and working with what was then the Boys and Girls Club. He received numerous awards in the years prior to his passing in 1992. He is remembered as a man who loved children, cherished the elderly, and served his community. This year, Portage Foundation is very excited to say that we have 2 recipients of the Douglas Cowell Memorial Scholarship. I'm pleased to present monetary awards of $1,000 each to Christian Neff and Ethan Cobbin. Congratulations. Okay, for the next award, we have the Bill and Edie White Bowling Endowed Scholarship. And again, I represent the Portage Foundation in presenting this scholarship. Bill White is the owner of Twin Star Lanes, and he was instrumental in the development of the first high school bowling league in the greater Portage County area. Of the 10 schools that field a varsity bowling team, Mr. White hosts 4 of the schools at the lanes he owns. In 2016, Bill and his wife Edie further proved their commitment to area youth and education by creating a scholarship fund for high school seniors who are members of their varsity bowling teams. This year's scholarship will be awarded in the amount of $800. Mr. and Mrs. White and the Portage Foundation are pleased to present the Bill and Edie White Bowling Endowed Scholarship to Grayson Speck.
Good evening. Thanks, Ms. Browning. I am Renee D'Onofrio, one of the school counselors, and I am honored to talk about or acknowledge 2 students that are our Metro Athletic students. So I need Mackenzie Thompson and Ethan Cobbin up here with me real quick. So they get these like wonderful plaques. This is from the Metro Athletic Conference. So Congratulations on being nominated for the 2021-2022 Metro Athletic Conference Student Athlete Scholarship Award to Mackenzie Thompson. And then, congratulations on being named the male Metro Athletic Conference Student Athlete Scholarship winner for the 2021-2022 to Ethan Cobbin. Thanks, guys. And next, I get to introduce Mr. Dave Davis.
Each year, the Ravenna Athletic Boosters present scholarships to very deserving student athletes. The recipients are chosen based on athletic participation and accomplishments, letters earned, scholastics, community involvement, and personal merit. As it is every year, we have many student athletes that apply for the scholarship and meet all criteria. And we would love nothing more than to have the ability to award everyone a scholarship. With that being said, if you do not hear your name called out this evening, please know that you have been noticed. Your athletic and scholastic achievements should be a point of pride for you, and we wish you nothing but the best in your future endeavors. Without any further ado, the 2022 Ravenna Athletic Booster Club scholarships recipients are Morgan Scala, Jasmine Montgomery, Aiden Falkenberg, and Grayson Speck. There you go, sir. Give him a good hand. And at this time, Lenora Gano.
Good evening. My name is Lenora Gano. I'm proud to be a Ravenna teacher and also very proud to be co-advisor to the wonderful class of 2022. Today I am presenting an award from the Eastern Star, and I'm going to read a little bit about that organization before I name the award winner. The Order of the Eastern Star is the biggest fraternal organization in the world to which both men and women belong. Worldwide, there are over 500,000 members. The organization was created in the United States in the early 19th century to allow women to join with Masonic relatives in promoting values and charitable purposes that are such an important part of the Masonic fraternity. While the Order of the Eastern Star has evolved over the centuries, it still remains rooted in charitable endeavors and fraternal fellowship. The criteria for the scholarship is based on financial need. The student must have maintained at least a 2.5 GPA and will attend a technical or trade institution that does not necessarily have to be a four-year program. The scholarship will be sent to the institution upon the student's acceptance at the technical or trade school. The Ravenna Chamber of the Order of the Eastern Star has been in existence since 1895 and proudly presents this year's $500 scholarship to Anna Jones. I am also honored to be presenting the Catherine M. Francis Scholarship. The qualifications for this scholarship are based on financial need and awarded to students planning to major in political science, government, social studies. This year's recipients of the Catherine M. Francis Scholarship are Aidan Falkenberg, Julia Fedor, Ivory Kendrick, and Alex Clark. Come join me. One for you. And one for you. Take this and step over with the crowd. Alex is okay. I invite Mr. Mike Whitmore to the microphone.
Hello, everyone. Tonight, I'm going to be presenting a couple different things. For starters, the Jenkins Loan. The Jenkins Loan is awarded to graduating seniors who have demonstrated academic excellence and need. The loan is interest-free and has to be repaid 5 years after graduation from high school. Each year, our selection committee awards 4 $5,000 Jenkins loans. This year's recipients are Aidan Falkenberg, Zach Myers, Christian Neff, and James Markajohn. Double check. The second presentation I have tonight is the Ravenna High School Faculty Staff Scholarship. The Ravenna faculty and staff are afforded an opportunity to wear blue jeans on Fridays, with the stipulation that the faculty and staff member have to contribute to the Faculty and Staff Scholarship Fund. This year, the donations were divided into 2 $500 scholarships and awarded to seniors who had all their high school requirements completed and had been accepted to a post-secondary institution. Congratulations to the following seniors: Zach Myers and Christian Neff. I'd like to introduce Mr. Duncan.
My name is Brian Duncan. I'm the assistant principal here at Ravenna High School, and I do have the honor of presenting the Betty Sullivan Journalism Scholarship. Betty Sullivan graduated from RHS in 1935 and worked as a teacher and the High Times editor at RHS as well. Under her leadership, the High Times regained its All-American standing and continued as one of the top high school newspapers in the country. This scholarship is given to a senior on the High Times staff. This student has taken responsibility on the staff seriously, writes well, takes joy in writing, and has shown initiative in seeking out stories. The recipient should be college-bound and planning to major in journalism or an English-related field. Congratulations to Sarah Straw on winning the Betty Sullivan Journalism Scholarship. Next, I'd like to introduce Mr. Harold Osdike from the American Legion.
Hi, my name's Harold Osdike. I'm the commander of the Ravenna American Legion Post. The American Legion is a patriotic veteran service organization created in 1919 and was founded on 4 pillars: Americanism, national security, veterans rehabilitation and affairs, and children and youth. The Ravenna Legion was chartered in 1920 and is devoted to mutual helpfulness and is committed to mentoring our youth by sponsoring wholesome programs such as our scholarship program. This is a way we can give back to the community, and this program is a needs-based scholarship to fulfill financial aid to assist deserving Ravenna High School seniors that want to further their education. Sounds like I was getting a little too close to the mic. The number of scholarships we award every year depends upon how many applications we receive and our available funds at that time. Each scholarship application is reviewed by the Scholarship Selection Committee, which consists of our executive board officers. The judging criteria is based upon accurately completing the application, participation in school and community activities, and importantly, the committee's general impression of the student's character obtained by their essay on how do you think your future job or career will benefit your community. This year we had 8 scholarship applications, but could only award 4 1,000 scholarships. And they went to Ivory Kendrick, Jasmine Montgomery, Christian Neff, and Morgan Scala. Okay, next up, doesn't look like Ryan Kuchenbecker, but this is the Ravenna Chamber of Commerce. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Ryan Kuchenbecker with the Ravenna Chamber of Commerce. I'm the executive director there, and I've been with the Ravenna Chamber for 7 years now. And we are a nonprofit organization where we working with the businesses, networking, promoting, marketing, as well as creating events and educational opportunities. In addition, when I first came on to the Ravenna Chamber of Commerce, I said that the community has to be a number one, because if you don't have a healthy community, you don't have healthy businesses. Hence, with that, our youth are extremely important, and if anybody knows me, knows that if there's an opportunity for us to show off our youth, I will be the first one to sing it, yell it, shout it from the rooftops. So I had the privilege of working with some of these students through a project, through the Honors Civics program that was just started this year for the historical tour, self-guided tour of the downtown buildings, which was awesome. In addition, I've also had the opportunity to work with some of these students for the Day of Service. So we had, I think it was 7 nominations for the Ravenna Scholarship Awards, which we give out, started out giving out 2 $500 scholarships, but we increased to 3. So it was a really hard decision, but what we really focus on is not only the GPA, but we also focus on what the students think about the past of Ravenna, the current, and then the future of Ravenna. And so they have to write an essay on that. And there was 3 that really stood out above and beyond. And obviously, I was going to be mean and make him walk all the way back down and then make him walk all the way back up. But Christian Neff is one of our winners for that. We have Julia Fedor. And then we have Zach Myers. And then it looks like I don't have the name, but it looks like Mr. Duncan is coming back up. So.
Hello again. I am going to be presenting the Kent Memorial Scholarship. The Kent Scholarship is in memory of Judge Robert and Evelyn Kent. Both were 1938 graduates of Ravenna High School and became highly respected leaders in their professions and in the community. Judge Kent was a professor at Kent State University and later became an attorney. He presided as a municipal judge and then a probate and juvenile judge for 21 years. As a judge, he was known for his high moral character and fairness. He also served on the Ravenna Board of Education for 6 years and was a member when this land for the new high school was purchased. In 1997, he was inducted into the Ravenna Ravens Hall of Fame. Mrs. Kent was an English and reading teacher at Ravenna High School. She was chairman of the English department and an advisor for the National Honor Society and originally started the NHS Scholarship. She was a great role model and inspired so many of her students. She always saw the good in everyone and was never too busy to take the extra time to help a student or a colleague. This year's recipient for the Kent Memorial Scholarship is Julia Fedor. Next up will be David Festmeyer and Amy Festmeyer Neely presenting the Kiwanis Arthur Festmeyer Scholarship.
Hello, everyone. I'm David Festmeyer, Ravenna High School class of 75. This is my sister, Amy Festmeyer Neely, Ravenna High School class of 1973. You do the math. She's older, and she's shy. We're here to present the Kiwanis, Arthur J. Festmeyer Kiwanis Award. It used to be called H. Larry Brown Award, and I just want to say my father, and we're very honored that, and my father would be very honored that they named this scholarship after him, although he thought very highly of H. Larry Brown. H. Larry Brown was a man who Brown Middle School is named after. And my dad always told a story about him. He said, you know, when I was a young teacher, we didn't have much money, and 7 kids, or 7 of us, and we weren't going to go on vacation because we didn't have the money. And my dad always told the story, when Mr. Brown heard that, he found my father and he said, you know, those kids are only young once. You need to take them on vacation. And he lent my dad money so that we could go on vacation. And my dad never, ever forgot that. And I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up Mr. Brown's name, because our family thinks very, very highly of him. If you knew my father, he was quite a character. World War II vet. He always said, you know, David, I should have never made it through that war, so this is all icing on the cake. And he was truly a wicked, voracious reader, almost all nonfiction, right, Amy? He lived to be almost 93. He died 4 years ago. And I can honestly say he learned until we were with him, just almost right before he died. So, and he was very, very sharp. He never lost anything, which was really amazing. And a lot of that, I think, was because he exercised every day. Even like 2 weeks before he died, it's like I went to the house because we took care of him, and I couldn't find him. And it's like we had this room up the back of the house. I was looking all over for him. Well, he's back there riding his exercise bike, really slow. I said, Dad, what are you doing? Oh, I'm riding my bike, get my exercise. I said, well, does the doctor know that? Yeah, the doctor knows. He knows all about it. It's like, I knew that wasn't true, but you couldn't keep him off the bike. But he was quite a character. We miss him. Hopefully you got to know him. I'm looking at this list, and I know Kevin Lewis. This is like the who's who of Ravenna High School as far as our path. This is our life. Mrs. Francis, Mrs. Kent, Mrs. Sullivan, and I know I'm forgetting, but they were amazing, amazing people. Well, I've gone on too long. I just wanted to make the presentation. The Arthur J. Festmeyer Kiwanis Award will be presented to James Mercajon. And I'm not sure James is here tonight. Okay, he couldn't be here, but congratulations to James. And I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. And next on our list is Pat Dennison. Pat, thank you, everyone.
Good evening. I am honored to present the Desiree Lydell Minority Scholarship to 2 recipients this year. And I want to just give you some background regarding the scholarship. Desiree Mitchell Lydell was born October 15, 1925 in Lexington, Mississippi. She moved to Ravenna in 1951 and became a resident of Skills Allotment. Mrs. Lydell taught low-income children in the first Portage County Head Start program and at the Friendship House Nursery School in Ravenna. She was always a strong advocate for helping others in education attainment, advocacy, community involvement, and service to others. Mrs. Lydell was my village growing up, and she remains part of my village today. I proudly stand on her shoulders and the pathway that she helped pave for my generation. You see, I was one of those kids who benefited from the Friendship House Nursery School. Mrs. Lydell's goal was always to promote community pride, self-awareness, social, economical, and educational awareness within the African American communities. In the 1960s, she started a youth group and senior citizens club in her home. In the early 1970s, she became the executive director of the Skills Neighborhood Center through the Portage County Community Action Council. The youth group and the Senior Citizens Club became a part of the neighborhood center that became a reality in 1980 when the center was built through the Portage County Community Block Grant. Today, both groups are the backbone of the Skills Vernon L. Matthews Community Center. Mrs. Lydell retired from the Skills Community Center in 1990 as the Senior Citizens Coordinator, but even today, she remains very active at the center. In 1991, a group of community residents founded the Desiree Lydell Minority Scholarship in her honor, a scholarship for minority students within the Ravenna School District who maintain a 3.0 GPA or higher. Each year in May, a scholarship of $500 awarded to a university of the recipient's choice. This year's two students have been selected to receive the Desiree Lydell Minority Scholarship. Would Mackenzie Thompson and Ivory Kendrick please join me on stage? And just to give you some information about both students, Mackenzie is graduating 11th in her class. As a student at Ravenna High, she has participated in both volleyball and softball. She is a member of the National Honor Society and the Black Lives Matter Club. Additionally, Mackenzie has served as an office aide while a student at Ravenna High. She plans to continue her education at Tri-C to earn a degree in stenography. Congratulations, Mackenzie. The second recipient is Ivory Kendrick. Ivory's recent GPA is 3.4 with an overall GPA of 3.0. As a student at Ravenna High School, he has been active in student council, the Principal Advisory Committee, Kent State University's Upward Bound College Readiness Program, Homecoming Setup Committee, and yes, Randy Raven, the school mascot. He has received the Game Changer Award and was the Student of the Month nominee and on the Homecoming Court. Ivory's volunteer and community service work includes participation in Day of Service in 2018 and 2020, Camp Fitch Counselor for Brown Middle School, community outreach to the homeless, blood drive and toy drive donations to Portage Metropolitan Housing Authority. He works part-time for University Hospital, Portage Medical Center. He plans to continue his education at Kent State University to earn a degree in nursing. Congratulations, Ivory. And they both are receiving a $500 scholarship to the university of their choice. And next is Renee D'Onofrio. Okay.
Hi, I'm back. I get to introduce to you the NAACP Scholarship Award winners. They had a ceremony on Saturday. So all of my NAACP Scholarship Award winners, come on up. We have Anna Jones, Ivory Kendrick, Jasmine Montgomery, Joe Hoffman, and Olivia Laux. So every year, NAACP has a big scholarship packet, and we hand it out to all of our students. And they select students to earn scholarships from Ravenna High School, along with Rootstown and Wyndham and Kent Roosevelt. I am so proud to say that out of the 4 schools, we had the most seniors that were getting scholarships. We had 5 students, and the other schools did not. So we did really great. So I'll read what I have to read. Okay, each year, the NAACP, through generous donations, is about to or is able to provide scholarships to outstanding students. It is the duty of organization's dedicated scholarship committee to determine the most outstanding individuals to receive these awards. So, once again, Anna Jones, Ivory Kendrick, Jasmine Montgomery, Joe Hoffman, and Olivia Laux. Mrs. Coleman. Great job, guys. And next, the beautiful Amy Adams.
Once again, I'm Amy Adams. I serve on the board of directors for the Community Action Council of Portage County and the Portage Foundation. CAC has funded the Portage County College Access Network Scholarship, and the endowment fund is managed by the Portage Foundation. In the years 2009 through 2014, PCAN scholarships were provided to students who participated in the PCAN Post-Secondary College Preparatory Program in Ravenna High School and Kent Roosevelt. 80% of those students were first-generation college-bound students and/or students from low-income families. The program was developed by CAC Executive Director David Shea and Dr. Gloria Donovan of Kent State University, and it was taught by qualified high school educators and counselors in Ravenna and Kent. Once the post-secondary option for high school students became widely available, the program no longer operated in schools, but Community Action Council remained dedicated to providing a scholarship to worthy students. The Portage County College Access Network Endowed Scholarship was established with the Portage Foundation in 2015. The current applicants have to be enrolled in a 2-year or 4-year degree program at an accredited college, university, technical, or trade school to receive the award. Preference is given to first-generation college, technical, or trade school students and or students from low-income families. The yearly scholarship award amount is determined by the Portage Foundation based on the endowment scholarship fund and its annual income. The applicants must submit a 500-word essay describing how they demonstrate any or all of the following characteristics in their life. They are leadership, strength, compassion, mentoring, community involvement, and volunteerism. The applicant also must answer the question, why should we choose you for this scholarship? Well, I'm pleased to announce that the recipient of a $1,000 PCAN scholarship is Christian Neff. The next award that I have to present is a new award. Roger DePola was a well-known and highly regarded member of Portage County. He was born in Ravenna, raised in Kent, educated at Kent State, and spent his entire professional career at the Record Courier until retiring as editor in 2017. He was a champion of our community and its residents. Roger was active in numerous community groups throughout his life as well, with leadership roles in many of them. The Portage Foundation is proud to announce that Roger DePola's husband, Timothy Cressall, and his son, Brian DePola, have created the Roger J. DePola Bright Future Scholarship Fund to benefit a Ravenna High School senior. This $1,000 annual scholarship will continue Roger DePola's love of his community by supporting a student pursuing additional educational opportunities. This inaugural year of the Roger J. DePola Bright Future Scholarship, we are pleased to present the award to a student who has overcome much in life and continues to reach for her goals, with plans to attend the University of Akron in the fall. And I'd like to read a little something about this student. This young lady plans to attend the University of Akron in the fall and major in childhood education. She wants to teach the younger grades and make an impact positively on student lives. She has cheered for Ravenna High School all 4 years, along with participating in softball. Her involvement with the school includes being a member of the choir all 4 years and Leadership Club. Please congratulate Miss Arista, I want to make sure I said it right, Arista Kendrick, because Arista not only has all these wonderful things, but she currently has multiple sclerosis, and she found that out during her junior year of high school. This hasn't slowed her down one bit. They say she's full of smiles and has a really positive attitude. So I think she's very deserving of this award. So congratulations, Arista. And now I'd like to introduce Mr. Kevin Lewis.
Thank you. Good evening. I'm Kevin Lewis, Chief Executive Officer at Portage Community Bank, and I'm proud to be here tonight to represent the bank and award our annual scholarship. The criteria for the Portage Community Bank Scholarship are that the applicant must demonstrate involvement in both school activities and community service. The applicant must show a commitment to learning by exhibiting a cumulative GPA of 3.0 or higher. The applicant must also write an essay of how they can affect our community in the future. Not only is our recipient active in school activities, he's been a member of the football and basketball teams and is a member of the principal and superintendent's advisory committees. Our recipient is committed to serving. He has been a volunteer at camp counselor. He's been at events for his church and his football team. In 2018, he received the Red Cross Act of Courage Award for saving a person's life. In one of his letters of recommendation, our recipient was described as an individual who is an excellent role model, who possesses dedication, leadership, and tireless work ethic. I'm happy to announce the scholarship recipient will be furthering his scholastic career at John Carroll University, majoring in nursing. The Portage Community Bank family congratulates and is willing to award a $1,000 scholarship to Ethan Cobbin. Next, I'd like to ask Patty Hicks to come up for Ravenna Rotary.
Hi, I'm Patty Hicks, and I'm representing the Ravenna Rotary. Our scholarships, or our club, is a community service-based organization, and we try to give out as many scholarships as we can while funding other community projects. This year we are giving out 5 scholarships, 3 $1,000 scholarships to Ivory Kendrick, Madeline Beck, and Zachary Sabelli. Our next one is for a gentleman probably almost every senior in this room has met in the 3rd grade. He handed out dictionaries to all either 3rd grade or 4th grade students, and he always ended by saying, "I love you." He signed it, and it is for Gene Mills Scholarship, Anna Jones. Tiara Larkin has received our $500 scholarship for the Maplewood Student of the Year. And lastly is our Marshallane Scholarship for Lauren Stewart. And now, Ms. Coleman, please.
As we close the ceremony this evening, I'd like to take this opportunity to say on behalf of the faculty and staff and administration of the Ravenna School District, congratulations on all of your awards and your accomplishments. You have made your school and your community proud. Please savor this special time in your life and be sure to thank those who have helped you succeed. Thank you to all the families who attended this evening. Thank you for your support over the years. And if you could indulge me for about a minute, just wanted to bring up that tonight brings the end to a very important chapter in my life. This will be my last scholarship ceremony at Ravenna High School as I am moving on to the 3rd and 4th grade building at West Main to finish my career where I started at the elementary level. So I'm thankful for that, but I'm more thankful, and I believe that God has guided me to this decision because I get to go out on my very favorite class that I have ever had at Ravenna High School. This amazing group of seniors will forever be in my heart, and I just wanted to thank all the families for sharing them with Ravenna High School and with me. I truly love you all, and we'll see everyone at graduation next week. Have a great evening.